The great orator and philosopher Samuel Johnson once warned, "The chains of habit are too light to be felt until they are too heavy to be broken." This powerful statement perfectly captures the subtle, creeping nature of our daily routines. At first, a single choice feels insignificant. Deciding to watch one more episode on a streaming service instead of reading a chapter of a book seems like a harmless decision made in a fleeting moment. It carries no immediate weight. But when that choice is repeated night after night, week after week, it begins to weave a chain. Each repetition adds another link, quietly and without notice, until one day we find ourselves bound by a behavior we no longer consciously choose. This is the quiet danger and the immense power of habits. A habit of hitting the snooze button just once can slowly become a habit of starting every day in a rush, filled with stress and anxiety. The single decision to grab a sugary snack when feeling tired can morph into a deep-rooted pattern that negatively impacts our health and energy levels over months and years. We often fail to recognize the formation of these chains because each individual link, each single action feels so light and inconsequential. We don't notice the gradual accumulation of weight until we try to move in a different direction and feel the pull of resistance, the heavy burden of a long-practiced routine. Conversely, this same principle holds the key to incredible positive transformation. Aristotle, the ancient Greek philosopher, wisely stated, "We are what we repeatedly do." Excellence, then, is not an act but a habit. We often mistake success for a single momentous event, a grand gesture, a stroke of genius. But Aristotle reminds us that excellence is far more mundane. It is the product of small, consistent efforts repeated over a long period. This concept can be seen clearly in the practice of daily meditation. On your first attempt, your mind might wander constantly and the 5 minutes may feel like an eternity. But the real transformation happens through the act of repetition. Each day you sit, you are casting a vote for a calmer, more focused version of yourself. The habit of returning to your breath again and again builds a mental muscle. Over time, these small daily acts of mindfulness create a ripple effect, leading to reduced stress and greater clarity in all areas of your life. The same principle applies to self-care and personal development. True self-care is a habit built from countless small actions. It is the habit of setting boundaries, even when it is uncomfortable. It is the habit of dedicating 30 minutes each evening to reading a book that expands your mind. It is the habit of preparing a nutritious meal instead of ordering takeout after a long day. None of these actions are heroic on their own, but when they become ingrained routines, their cumulative effect is profound. They build a foundation of self-respect and well-being that is far more stable than any single act of indulgence. The writer and philosopher Will Durant beautifully summarized Aristotle's wisdom when he wrote, "We are what we repeatedly do." This is not just a clever phrase, it is a blueprint for personal change. Your identity isn't fixed. You build it brick by brick with every action. Each habit is a vote for the person you wish to be. Lace up your running shoes. Go for a run. You're embodying a runner. You're reinforcing being active and disciplined. Make your bed each morning. It seems trivial on its own. Do it every day. A small act of order and accomplishment. You're voting to be organized and to care for your environment. That signal tells your brain you can create order from chaos. A small win creates a ripple of positive momentum for the day. Want to be a writer? Adopt writer habits. Show up and write, even without inspiration. Write 1 page a day. You produce work and reinforce identity. Want to be healthy? Adopt healthy habits. Choosing the apple over the chips. Taking the stairs instead of the elevator. Prioritizing sleep. Each choice reinforces your target identity. Change who you are by changing what you do. Your habits reflect your identity. Build new habits aligned with your future self. Ask, what would a healthy person do? Then take a small action. Identity is earned through repeated actions. The poet John Dryden offered a profound observation on the cyclical nature of our routines. First we make our habits, and then our habits make us. This highlights a crucial two-step process. In the beginning, building a new habit requires conscious effort, intention, and willpower. You are the architect, designing a new behavior and forcing yourself to execute it. Waking up an hour earlier to exercise means fighting your body's desire to stay in bed. You are consciously making the habit. You go against the grain of established neural pathways. Your brain loves efficiency and resists new, energy-intensive activity. But if you persist, something remarkable happens. With each repetition, the behavior gets easier. Mental resistance fades, the new neural pathway strengthens, and the action needs less conscious thought and willpower. The habit moves from deliberate action to automatic response. You have made your habit. Then the second, more magical part begins. Your habits start to make you. Daily exercise that once required effort now happens on its own. You don't debate the run, you just go. That habit is shaping you, giving you more energy, improving your mood, and building physical resilience. Practicing gratitude each evening may feel forced at first, then reshapes your outlook. It makes you more positive, appreciative, and resilient. We invest effort to create a routine, and in return that routine works for us, shaping character and destiny for years to come. As we look toward the future, it is easy to imagine a better version of ourselves, more disciplined, healthier, more accomplished. But that future self is not born from wishful thinking. It is forged in the small, seemingly insignificant choices you make today. Your daily habits are the building blocks of your future. Every action you take is a vote for the person you are becoming. Think of your life as a long journey. A single step in the wrong direction seems minor, but if you repeat that same step every day, you will end up miles away from your intended destination. Conversely, a single step in the right direction, repeated consistently, will lead you to incredible places. Starting a new positive habit can feel daunting, so begin with something ridiculously small. As motivational speaker FM Alexander said, "People do not decide their futures, they decide their habits, and their habits decide their futures." Decide to meditate for just 1 minute, decide to read just 1 page, decide to do just 1 push-up. Make the habit so easy that you cannot say no. It is about becoming 1% better every day. These small improvements may be unnoticeable in the short term, but they compound over time, leading to staggering growth. The power of a positive habit is not in its immediate impact, but in its cumulative effect over weeks, months, years. The perfect moment is now. Choose one small positive habit that you can begin today. Start small, stay consistent, and watch as your daily actions transform you into the person you have always wanted to be. Your future is in your hands, or more accurately, in your habits.